the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Indianapolis as the Pacers go up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, for the Pelicans, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Well, let's talk about Anthony Davis. Boy, this guy just on a nightly basis, really something to see. Shaq, where do you rank him in terms of the bigs in the game?
Well, I need a drum roll for this one, Kenny. Drum roll, please. Anthony Davis, he's the best defensive big with his ability to change shots.
Okay.
Not only that, extremely efficient offensively. He has a PER. That stands for Player Efficiency Rating for all you dummies.
Thank you,
Of
Dr.
31 last season.
Ooh, 31.
31.
Wow, I don't know who had a 32 or 30, but whatever that is, PER, that was pretty doggone good.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's good. 31, 31 flavors.
31
That's good.
flavors.
Doesn't get any better than that.
31 flavors, and he has the ability to change his game. Good job, a good transition for segue for me, because his back to the basket, his face up, everything, this guy has it all. 31 flavors.
I need a drum roll for this. We'll see you again later.
Welcome, everyone, to Indianapolis, Indiana. It's the home of the Pacers, where we will be broadcasting today's action live. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. The shot-blocking pair of Davis and Ashik inside. Evans and Gordon are the guard set, and it's Pondexter in at the 3. Hill kicks to Turner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, shot is off. Evans with some nice D.
You know, Anthony Davis, seen as a defense-first superstar when he was drafted out of Kentucky, but his offensive game has really blossomed so much that you'd say it's defense now where he still can really improve.
Can't capitalize on the good pick.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication.
That one goes. Count it. And for Anthony Davis, a tremendous shot blocker. Great mobility for his size, Clark. He can be a terror, certainly defensive.
Yeah, he's got all the tools, Kevin. I mean, I think as he grows in his awareness and positioning, anticipation, he'll be a player who can contend for Defensive Player of the Year every year.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Evans dishes to Davis. And here is Pondexter, back to Davis. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Hill kicks to George. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The shot, no good.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
Pondexter, the pass to Gordon. The dish to Evans. Eric Gordon on the wing. He's guarded by Hill.
And you know, guys, Eric Gordon was an unbelievable three-point shooter last season. 45% from behind the arc. The first time he's been over 40% in his career.
It's his first trip to the line. Eric Gordon taking 2 shots. He's off on the first. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. The Pacers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Moments ago, our Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with the coach, Frank Vogel. Doris?
He said a big factor in this game will be how well they limit penetration by Tyreke Evans. He said he's so unique in that he's so big and so strong and also tremendously slippery and elusive off the bounce. But we've really got to cut off his right hand and then dare him to shoot over the top. I'd rather he have a wide open look from 18, 19 feet than a clear lane to the rim any day of the week. Kevin, the marching order, pretty clear cut.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. You know, we were talking about Eric Gordon. He's always had great range, but not always the great shot selection.
You know, and that's a great point because, you know, we see now that he's starting to mature, starting to value every possession, and that's good news for the rest of that team.
He hits the second from the line.
You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I describe him is just steady.
And he nails the third. An interesting thing about George Hill, he was traded from the Spurs to the Pacers a few years back. Many people were surprised the Spurs would even trade a valuable veteran when they were trying to win a championship. But who did they trade him for? Kawhi Leonard. A pretty good deal.
Well, you know, Hill is really solid. He knocks down open shots, can run the offense or play off the ball equally well. I think he's a terrific combo guard. Gives you a little bit of everything and does it in a professional way. And that's typically what attracts him to other teams.
And here's George, following the three from Tyreke Evans, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
The Pelicans have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Gordon dishes to Evans. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Evans has got 5. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Now here's Ellis. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Allen's shot is off.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Indiana trailing here. Outside, George. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
You know, no doubt last year a bit of a loss for Paul George. I mean, he had to sit out most of it after that gruesome leg injury in the Team USA scrimmage.
And thinking back on George's injury, still a very graphic image in everyone's mind, but he was able to bounce back.
Yeah, it was great to see him get some game time before the end of the season after that horrific injury. A credit to him working as hard as he did, as well as to the training staff that got him back to be able to play before the end of the season.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Mahimi's checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for Ellis. And George drops them both.
You know, if you're looking to build a small forward and there wasn't a LeBron James template, you might go with PG, Paul George. Height, length, athleticism, that combination off the charts with him. And he's got a nice, unflappable demeanor, too.
Holiday gets the bucket. Clark, this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip-flopping the lead again and again and again.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Now, here's Mahimi. Hill drives in, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Yeah, talking about Paul George, a big part of his dominance, his attitude. He doesn't yell or pump his fist. He's really the quiet assassin.
Yeah, once he maxes out in the weight room, which he will, now that he's in his mid-20s, I think he's going to be an Adonis. I mean, exactly the kind of physique you're looking for in a prototype at the small forward.
Got a piece of it, but he gets it back. 5 to shoot. Tries again. Kept alive. Mahimi, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Hill. That's his first foul.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day, and I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display on that possession.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
And the basket by Hill.
Oh, boy. Woo-hoo. Sweet move. Tough finish. What a play.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside Holiday. Pass to Anderson. He kicks it to Ajinça. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Pelicans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And he can't get the first one. So both teams changing it up here. And he's good on the second. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the first. Stuckey kicks to Miles. Taken away by Holiday. With 1 on the clock. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. The Pelicans on top. They lead by 1. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his area of focus.
A lot of face-up, like to do the one dribble pull-up. You like to do the one dribble and fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I tell you, you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Evans and Gordon are the guard set. Davis and Ashik in the middle, and it's Babbitt in at the small forward.
For the Pacers last season, with Paul George being out for most of the season, they knew it would be a struggle. They would go into lengthy dry spells that made it Hard for them to keep pace in the East, in part because they missed Paul George's all-around brilliance and his offense.
Here's Gordon. After the made shot from Monte Ellis, Davis sets a screen. The drive by Gordon. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. And it's the Pacers with the ball. They trail by 1. Outside Hill. Pick up by Hill. And Miles kicks to Ellis. He feeds it to Hill for the 3, and he gets it to go. Hill's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pacers. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
So close.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now here's Evans. He's got 5, and that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Evans. Indiana making some changes. Turner's checked in for Hill. Paul George comes in for Hill, and George Hill's subbed in for C.J. Miles. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Anderson's checked in. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah, Greg, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. And matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
And so here is New Orleans. Evans kicks to Gordon. Pass to Anderson. Back to Gordon. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And with that matchup, doing what he was able to do there, just muscling inside, he's not going to have a lot of problems.
Really unfortunate for Eric Gordon that an assortment of injuries have really derailed his career. A few years back, he looked like he'd be an absolute star. Once a 22 points a game score, was down to 13 a game last season.
Now here's Davis, following the miss by Monte Ellis. Davis has the open look, rebounded by Ellis. The Pacers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. The feed now to Allen. From 10 feet out, good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Allen's got his first bucket in this one. Yeah, on the topic of Eric Gordon, one would think he's still young and talented enough to be a difference maker with any team. He just has to stay healthy. That really is the bottom line. He's got to keep his health.
Kevin, the truth is, though he's had a number of injuries, they've all been different. It isn't one chronic thing. So with a little good luck, we could see him shine once more.
Now here is Hill, following the miss by Anthony Davis. A nice shot by George.
Seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And here is Davis, after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Gordon, the pass to Davis, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that. Well, whether you call him the brow or ant or the future, Anthony Davis made the leap in year 3 to franchise superstar. I mean, still though, he remains humble, determined to improve, and dedicated to maximizing his immense potential.
Some changes here for the Pacers. Miami comes in for Allen. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Ellis. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Asher. Cunningham comes in for Davis. Drew Holiday has checked in for Eric Gordon. And it's Norris Cole in for Tyreek Evans. And his former coach, Monty Williams, played with some greats. Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. He says he sees that same desire to dominate in Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he wants to be great and doesn't see himself as a finished product, which is a good thing. That means he's going to continue to stay humble and hungry and put the work in.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. No good from the wing. Pacers leading by 3, and George kicks to Hill. Six to shoot. Poke loose. Outside Holiday. And Turner with the block. Outside Hill. Kicks to Turner. Holiday against Hill. Holiday dishes to Cunningham. Over to the left wing. There's the pick. And Cole kicks to Ajinça. And again, no good by New Orleans. The Pacers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Outside Hill. To the paint. And Turner kicks to Mahinmi. Turner against Anderson. And he gets it to go. Turner's got the lead up to 5 now for Indiana.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 5. Here's Cole. The three-pointer off the mark. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. There's the pick. And George, here we go. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And the Pelicans making a change here. Now Holiday. 3 seconds left. The shot is off.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Indiana out in front. They finish off the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Here with Frank Vogel. And, Coach, you've got to be pleased with that first half. The ball was moving. Your guys were sharing. Things were going well for you. What about it pleased you?
Yeah, the game is simple when you make the extra pass, when you play the right way. We start out playing this way. We got to continue it for 4 quarters.
Thank you, Frank. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of 1. They started to take control of the game in the second quarter and pulled away nicely, heading into halftime up by 5. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
One advantage has been their stellar rebounding. I mean, they're putting bodies on people, competing for the ball. It's simple, really. The team with more possessions has more opportunities to score. Wow.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Their shooting rhythm was off, under 40%. Some of that was shot selection, some of it was the defense stepping up. My guess is we'll see some significant changes as things get going in the second half. Increasing off-the-ball activity, making the extra pass, and trying to get better looks.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at George Hill, he's really been playing well.
Just a quality performance, and you know, we do expect to see that from him, and he's always setting the bar high for himself, and sometimes I think we just kind of get numb to how good this guy really is.
And Greg, you know how it was as the marked man when you were playing on great teams in your past. It's hard to perform when everybody's locked in on you. To be able to play like he has when you have a reputation of being the guy, that's impressive.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Pacers, they've got Paul George. Ellis is out there with George Hill. Then it's Turner, and it's Allen in at the 4 spot. Here's Hill. The Pelicans make their last shot, and Davis sends it back. Great open look there. And that's now 9 points for Paul George. Pelicans trail by 5.
And guys, no doubt George Hill had it rough last season. He missed the first 28 games with that left knee injury, came back for 5, then missed another 11 games before his season got going. But you know what? He had one of his most productive years from that point on.
And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 6.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Now, here's George. 9 points in the game so far. Passes to Turner. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. Again, missing Hill. And getting back to George Hill, what a second half of the season he had. He tore up several key categories, Clark.
Yeah, he was bogged down by injuries early in the season. Came back to average career highs in points, rebounds, and assists, partly because he was finally treated and looked to as a go-to guy, and he thrived in that role.
Here's Hill, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Ellis kicks to Allen. It's stolen by Davis. Hill against Evans. Pondexter with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Gordon against Ellis. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Hill, he's checked in for the Pacers. C.J. Miles comes in for Hill. Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Indiana leading. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Miles kicks to Ellis. Turner with a screen for Ellis. There's the 3. The shot is off, and it's the Pelicans taking it the other way.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Well, last year the Pelicans were a team on the rise, making the playoffs. A solid season overall, especially on the road. Really, they sent notice by what they did away from New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, 17 road wins. I mean, you say to yourself, well, that doesn't sound great. But when you're a young, up-and-coming team, one of the things that you can really value is your ability to go into hostile environments and have success. They're going to be building on that confidence.
Shot to end this cold run, and that one's good. Ellis has got his second basket of the night.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Gordon. Here's Ashik, and he gets it to go. Ashik's got 6.
As for the Pelicans on the road, I mean, they had the fewest road wins of all the West playoff teams. The franchise hasn't had a winning road record since 2009 when they were the Hornets.
And for the Pelicans and their road struggles last season, they are a younger team. It's a team built around a young superstar in Anthony Davis. So taking road lumps is just kind of part of that growing process.
Indiana making some changes. Mahinmi's checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for Ellis. New Orleans also making some changes. Holiday comes in for Eric Gordon. And it's Norris Cole in for Omer Asha. Now here's Stuckey. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Pelicans trail. And Cole kicks to Holiday. There's a screen. Evans passes to Cole. Feeds to Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To tie. The Pacers pull it in. Mahinmi's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And we all know Drew Holiday is a tremendous talent. That's why he was traded for the draft picks that became Nerlens Noel 2 years ago and Elfrid Payton last season. Such impressive company that Holiday may be feeling the pressure to live up to it.
Getting back to Holiday, we've seen the size, the court awareness, the change of pace moves he brings. Clark with a little more assertiveness and continued improvement on his jump shot. He'd be hard for anyone to keep up with.
Well, I really like this young man's game. He's got tremendous natural ability and a great work ethic. I think he'll very well be one of the best guards in the league. Only 25 years old right now. Plenty of time to reach that potential.
Free throw, good, Stuckey.
And Rodney Stuckey, a combo guard out of Eastern Washington, played a big role for the Pacers a season ago.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for New Orleans. Cunningham comes in for Tyreke Evans. So he gets them both. You were talking about Stuckey. He did play well in his first year with the Pacers. Clark, he helped them as a starter and off the bench.
Yeah, really had his most efficient year scoring the ball to date. And more than his scoring and what he brought on the court, his presence in the locker room and professionalism. You talk to the people around the Pacers, he was a breath of fresh air on a team that has a number of fresh air guys.
Cole, no good on the triple. Pacers leading by 4. Hill kicks to Stuckey. And 1:01 left here in the third quarter. And there's the pass to Miles. The three-pointer, no good. Pelicans trail by 4. Holiday attacking. Second chance shot. And the layup is good.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Stuckey outside. Pelicans with the rebound. Davis has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Cole. He's guarded by Hill for the tie. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Here's Cole. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Davis. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Pacers lead by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And Indiana shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Davis and Asik in the middle. Gordon and Pondexter are the wingmen. And it's Evans in at the point. And that one's good.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Pelicans trail by 4. Evans kicks to Davis. And here is Pondexter. For three, Gordon. Hill gets the rebound.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Now here is Hill. Outside, George. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Gordon against Ellis. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
The Pacers making a switch here. Turner's checked in. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Hill kicks to George. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Tyreke Evans.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here is Hill. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ellis. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Evans outside. Gordon with no one around. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And it's Ellis penetrating. Misses from close range.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Evans outside. Davis with a screen on Hill. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Boy, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Outside, George. Shot left block, and Ashik sends it back. Wow! Pelicans trail by 5. And now, let's hear it for your Pacers. I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry had to say to the team. He told his players, guys, we're letting opportunities slip away in transition. Let's push it up the floor, look to score some points in early offense. Kevin, can they pick up the tempo?
Thanks, Doris. Now here's Ashit. Down low, here's Pondexter. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Pacers leading by 3. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Paul George. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. First one falls for him.
Well, they've been shooting their free throws with confidence and knocking them down. That's giving them an edge, no question about it.
Both free throws good from Turner.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Hill kicks to Ellis. He dishes it to Allen. Screen by Ellis. Allen passes to Hill. Allen with the screen for Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Pelicans trail by 5. Evans outside. Here's Davis. Bank shot, no good.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
And guys, you've seen it countless times in a close game. Hustle plays can really make the difference.
Now here's George. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Paul George really making a difference here.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
We've got 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter. Evans dishes to Davis. Hill against Evans. Back to Davis. Evans outside. Clock at 6. Power down with both hands.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy, and what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Now here's George. Fade away, and again it's Indiana.
The Pelicans call timeout. And now, let's hear it for your Pacers.
Evans kicks to Ashik. Here's Davis. New Orleans moving the ball around. And that's Evans penetrating. Left side Davis. from 11 feet away. Allen with the rebound.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Now, here's George. Allen, a screen on Ashik. George with the ball. Picked up by Davis. The shot by Turner, no good.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Outside Gordon. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the 4th, and now they decide to foul intentionally. .27 seconds left in the 4th quarter, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Shooting for Indiana, Paul George. At the line for 2.
And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker. And he does get the second one, and that puts them up by 5. So here is New Orleans. It's a 5-point game.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Personal foul. At the line for your Pacers, Paul George. At the line for 2.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner.
Out to the right wing. 3-pointer, Pondexter. The rebound by Turner. And they go to the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Taking 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Here's Cole. Holiday, the pass to Cunningham. Here's Cole. Knocks down the trifecta. So it's Indiana picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But Clark, in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt, but give them a lot of credit for hanging tough, persevering, and finishing strong.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Guys, Paul George standing by with me here. And Paul, first, congratulations on the win. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Paul, thank you so much. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George. He delivered quite a star performance. Not uncommon, as we've seen him have this sort of terrific night many times.
Well, Paul George showing us again tonight why he is one of the premier wing players in the NBA. We know that defensively he's always going to do the job, but he's just as valuable on the other end, scoring off the catch or the dribble.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.